20 Channing Street.
James King or King James. Take your pick.
We've got to do something about this, Sarge.
Kenny Gould will try and put me in touch with the phony poker players who ripped him off. And I'll put myself up as a punter.
What about your stake? You're going to need a considerable amount of money. Where's that going to come from?
I thought we could request £5,000 from the Met's special fund, sir.
Can you play poker?
I thought the object of the exercise was to lose, sir, not win.
Not with the Mets money, it's not.
Well, it's no use sending in the Cincinnati Kid.
We've been offered a great bit of kit by the technical wizards at the yard. As soon as all the stake money's on the table and the bogus police have turned up, we'll be able to pick them up like that.
And we'll have a transit outside with at least 4 uniforms. When the scam goes down, we can take the lot.
And then we'll go off and buy shares in maybepigswillfly.com.
Look, sir, if I'm going to get my legs done, or worse, by a bunch of misguided yardies, I want to have the chance of getting back at the bloke who put me in this mess.
I think Matt's right. It's a calculated risk, sending him in, but at least he might be able to recognise who's behind all this.
Any other options?
I don't think so, no.
Right. Set it up.
Yes, sir.
So did you pay Topless anything?
Of course we paid him. He half-laid it on as well, I can tell you. £5 for a can of lager. Take me home next time. Listen, fellas, you're going to have to run me back in about 10 minutes. If I ain't on those brickies' backs, they'll be in the pub all day.
Well, let's hang on 10 minutes then.
You know something, love? I thought all you police women were butch dykes with big boots, airy arms and flies in your trousers.
We are, Kenny.
That's him! That's him! That's Eddie Snow, that geezer there!
Are you sure?
I'd know that fat ponce anywhere. You know, there's something I've always wanted to know about you geezers when you're sitting around in a car for hours.
What's that?
How'd you go to the lab?
We have a special hole cut in the floor.
You're kidding?
No. So if you want to go, just lift up the carpet and I'll open the windows.
If ever you want any scaffolding put up, or your breastwork pointed, or anything for that matter, I'm your man.
And so, how should I get in touch with you? Leave a message with your wife?
Yes, thank you. It's only a flush. Well, you get us 40 quid for a full house here. You bought the whole street by the time I'm finished.
Yeah. And I prefer a real game myself any day of the week.
Yeah, me too.
Play yourself, do you?
Weekend play, Friday, Saturday. Sunday if I can get it.
Now what's your game then? 7-card stud? 5-card draw poker?
Draw poker, man's game.
You must be a big hitter then, are you?
I can be.
And what are you talking then? I mean, 10s, 50s, 100s?
And the rest.
What's your name?
Pete Martin.
Eddie Snow.
All right, mate?
Yeah. Look, Pete, if you are a serious player and you like a good sesh, I reckon there's a game going down tomorrow.
Where?
Oh, I'll have to find out, but mum's the word, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Oh, and you'll need at least 1,000 to sit down, yeah?
I think I can manage that.
You got a phone number?
Yeah, just hang on a sec.
That's your lucky day, Pete.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Right, so if I can just explain. The unmarked transit will be here. I'll be in the CID car with Penny Horowitz from the Technical Support Unit, right here, in line of sight with the building. Now, we can't actually eyeball the front entrance to the building, so Sergeant Boyden will be using the latest gizmo from the yard. If you'd like to explain, Penny?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is a pen which has been fitted out as a sophisticated bleeper. I can write with it. I can click it in and out. But if I click it 3 times in quick succession, that's what we hear on the receiver. By clicking it 3 times, it can't be set off accidentally, and it has a range of 1 mile. Click it twice more and it switches off.
Yeah, can I have a look?
Right, so the receiver will be in the CID car, and when the bleeper goes off, I'll give the signal, and we go in and bust everyone in the room, especially anyone wearing a police uniform who's not from Sunhill.
Well, I don't know why we need all this newfangled stuff. I mean, what's wrong with a simple wire?
We could let them have flags and whistles if you prefer, Jack.
So, what kind of work you in then, Pete?
Dog catcher.
Really? I've always wanted to know what's happened to them after you've caught them.
We recycle them.
Nah, but you flog them to old Tokos here, eh? But you mince them up and stick them in the old Chef Taylor, don't you, Tokos?
You know, in the war, my father knew a man who was so hungry, he ate a dog. He say it was tough.
Yeah, you're supposed to kill him first. Tom. Go on in. Right. Not for me.
There you go.
Do you know what? I reckon he's going to lose the whole lot.
That's the whole idea, isn't it?
Yeah, but not by bogus old Bill turning up. Just by playing. Sergeant Boyden can't even play dominoes, let alone cards.
Well, I reckon he's got some sort of scam set up. He must have all that money at stake. I'll tell you what, if I had £5 I'd be tempted to do a runner, wouldn't you?
I'd buy a sackload of scratch cards. What about you, Jimbo?
Me? I never gamble. It's a monk's game.
So what's it going to be, Pete? It's your call.
Right, well, that's your 200. And I'll raise you 300.
You got to have something big there, Pete. I don't know. All right, you're on.
Oh, God. 3 hours? How long does it take to blow £1,000?
I could do it in Harvey Nicks in about 10 minutes flat. What's wrong, Sarge?
This is what's wrong. I just won 480 quid.
What's her name?
Val Gordon. And this Sergeant Boyden and 2 uniformed coppers came up and said they would bust her if she didn't hand over her takings.
Who did that to her? Sergeant Boyden?
No, that was her pimp. His name's Warren.
I know Warren.
Well, she said he didn't believe her, that she'd nicked the money to buy drugs, and that she would have to turn twice as many tricks to pay him back or he would mark her up for life.